The very first vibrator was invented in 1869 as a cure for female hysteria. I do get a little hissy when I'm horny, so maybe they're onto something with that too. Hi, I'm Shan Boodram, author of The Game of Desire, sexologist, and host of the brand new Quibi show Sexology. And today, I want to talk all about my coming of age story. This obviously is a topic that is very close to home for me, and in many ways, the reason why I began my journey as a sexual educator to begin with. When I was really young, I was very fascinated by the human body, very fascinated by touch, so much so that my Barbies were always naked, and eventually got to the point that my mom banned my Barbies from not having clothes on. Coupling that also with a Catholic school education, I even remember being in a health class, and the gym teacher had this massive diagram of a vulva, and everything that she did had this sweeping motion. So she'd say, this is the vagina, and this is the clitoris, and this is the anus. And I didn't quite know where was what. I didn't get a lot of information, but the one message I did get was this part of me that I thought was natural and beautiful and awesome was bad and was sinful and shameful and something that I should truly repress. And I remember thinking at that age, oh, the clitoris must be a button inside of the vaginal canal, and that's why in porn they scream so much whenever they're getting penetrated. As I got a little older and hormones started to kick in, I still had the morality component that sex in my body was shameful, but my hormones were saying something different. So that forced me to look for new ways to explore my sexuality without guidance, without education, and without a mentor. So I just sat down one day and I got a mirror out and I just started pressing around. I started doing things and rubbing and jiggling and just all those motions, and then something started to work. And I didn't quite know what it was, but I knew it went very well. And from that point on, I didn't have a particular way of understanding my orgasm, but at least I knew how to do it. Now, it wasn't until I was 19 years old that I had a few more negative sexual experiences that really made me think, okay, there's got to be more to this that I just don't know, and maybe I didn't have the best guides, but I can be my own guide. And that summer, I took out a library card and I read every single book possible about sex. I read the Masters and Johnson guide, I read the Kinsey Institute guide, and I just flooded myself with information. And what I realized is that there is good information, number one. Number two, the clitoris is on the outside, and that's where the magic happens. And number three, that this was a niche that I could fill. I guess pun intended in some ways, and that I could be the guide that my young self and then even my young adult self needed. So it truly was my journey into female orgasm that I credit to my career 13 years later, and it has a very massive part in my heart. There is still a lot of demystifying that has to be done. Can I just say how much fun I've had getting to know you and hearing from your questions? It has been such a joy to be your advisor. I want to know what you think we should cover in the next episode by commenting below or emailing advisor@playboy.com. Please come again soon.